So, question? No? Okay. So, we're going to be looking at a new poet today, but who's probably an old poet for some of you, Robert Frost. How many of you heard of Robert Frost? I know John already mentioned him. Okay, so a few hands up here. Alec, with a facial expression, maybe expresses your love for Robert Frost. Okay, so what better poet to read before Thanksgiving break, especially because he's a poet about seasons and about nature. We're going to take a look at one poem today, which is the poem called After Apple Picking. You guys all see it on the front page. Front page is the second poem. So what we're going to do first is we're going to read out loud the poem. So we hear the music, we hear the sound of the words, and we kind of get a mental picture when we read out loud of some of the things that we've been discussing in terms of poetic form. So I've written on the board the 4 things that we want to concentrate on today in our discussion. What are those 4 things, John?
And I can't teach because you always said
Line/line breaks. Great. So we're really going to break down this poem in these 4 elements today as a class, okay, and test our understanding of what these terms really mean when we see them in a poem, okay? And Frost is a great poet to look at today. It kind of gets us in the mood for Thanksgiving break, and because he is a deceptively simple poet. We can read him and he makes sense to us. His language is very accessible. But when we look at what's going on in the poem, we find there's a lot more going on than meets the eye. Okay? So, we're going to have a reader. I'm going to go to my sticks today. We have, it's always fun to try to predict the future. Angela. So, So we're going to take a look at after apple picking. Everybody's going to follow along and even annotate it as we listen, underline things we notice. When Angela is done reading the poem, you all are going to have 5 minutes to write about the poem, a response to the poem. What strikes you, especially about these 4 things? Okay? The title of the poem, its imagery, the speaker of the poem, and Frost's use of lines and line breaks. Okay, remember on Monday, or last week on Friday, we talked about line breaks. DJ.
Where are we going to write this?
In your notebook.
All right.
Okay. So Angela, the poem begins in silence and it ends in silence. So I'd like everybody to take a deep breath, and Angela's going to give us a great reading.
After apple picking, my long two-pointed ladder is sticking through a tree, summer garden still, and there's a barrel that I didn't fill beside it, and there may be 2 or 3 apples I didn't pick upon some boat. But I am done with apple picking now. The scent of winter sleep is on the night. The scent of apples, I am dozing off. I cannot rub the strangeness from my sight. I got some living through a pane of glass. I skimmed this morning from the evening stove and held against the world of hoary grass. It melted and I let it fall and break. But I was well upon my way to sleep before I fell. And I could tell what form of my dreaming was about to take. Magnified apples appear and disappear. Seed end and blossom end, and every fleck of russet shone clear. My instep art not only keeps the ache, it keeps the pressure of a ladder round. I feel the ladder's weight as the bow's end, and I keep hearing the cellar din, the rumbling sound, offload, onload of apples coming in. For I have had too much of apple picking. I am overtired of the great harvest I myself desired. There were 10,000 fruits touched, cherished in hands lift down
set my timer here since my regular timer is being used for filming. For 5 minutes, what I'd like you to do in your notebooks for 5 minutes is respond to this poem on these 4 elements, okay? So you can go one by one, or you can start with just the one part of the poem that struck you the most, and then say, okay, does it fit into one of these? Okay, how does it relate to the speaker? And I'd like you to use 5 minutes to jot down as much as you can about this poem, okay? Just details, notes, in your notebook. Is everybody ready? Looks like everybody's ready. All right. Go.